Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another Swiss Dragons of Tarkir Fate Reforged draft. We've got Stratus Dancer. That's got to be the first pick. I love that card. Other notable picks in here: Dromoka's Gift, Spell Eater, Bowmasters, Sabertooth Outrider, Interceptor. All pretty good, but we're gonna go awesome Morph Counterspell Evasive Dude. Okay, next pick. I think we got to go with the Roast, most likely. There is a Sarkhan's Rage as well. I think Roast is likely better because it's so much cheaper. Not a blue pick worth second picking here. So, yeah, I'm fine with Roast. Sarkhan's Rage, 5 mana is quite a bit more, and you have to take 2 damage. But, I mean, it's also more versatile, as it can hit anything, including players. But I still think Roast is better, just because, like I said, it's so cheap. So, okay. Blue-red. Maybe I'll finally play blue-red. Okay, third pick. I think we've taken Sarkhan's Rage here. Blue picks of note are Interceptor. Best card in the pack. I don't know. Enduring Scale Lord's pretty good. Sarkhan's Rage is definitely the pick, though. So, taking it. Okay, so options here. We have a Tail Slash, which is good removal. I'm a big Tarkir Pummeler fan, though. That guy's pretty awesome. In blue, we've got Anticipate. We've also got a Swift Warkite. Maybe start hedging into black instead of the blue plan. I kind of want to just take a red card here, and I think it's just between Tail Slash and a Tarkir Pummeler. I think I'm gonna go Pummeler only because that Formidable ability is actually really good if you have like a pretty big board state. Um, Tail Slash is pretty legitimate removal though, so it's basically like removal versus a really good creature. Um, think I'm gonna go Pummeler. I got a feeling I've played it before. It's been really good, so it's a real game changer. All right, pretty late Warbrute here. There's also a Quartermaster in green. Ojutai Summon in blue. I think we're just gonna go Warbrute. For now, let's stick to our red plan until we see something that motivates us to do otherwise. All right, Tarka Efreet, definitely the pick here. And it's pretty late too, so I'm feeling good about red being open for sure. Other possibly, it looks like green could be open too. Soul Road Ambusher is fairly late here. Not that it's incredible, but it's certainly playable. And Guardian Shield Bearer is also playable. But Efreet is definitely getting the go-ahead here. This card's going to pair really well with Tarkir Pummeler. But I'm just big Efreet fan in general. Card plays really well. All right. Might be time to go into green. That's a pretty late press the advantage. The blue card is Anticipate, which is playable, but certainly not better than Press the Advantage. And Conifer Strider is good with Formidable, but I still think Press the Advantage is better. It's a pretty powerful combat trick. Yeah, I think we're taking Press. Kind of felt like green was open. Yeah, it seems like a pretty good time to take the Beast Breaker. This looks like an excellent deck for it. Otherwise, Enduring Victory in white, certainly playable. And Segmented Crotique is also good, but I think Beastbreaker a little bit better for this deck. Okay, table to Sabertooth Outrider. Seems like an easy pickup. Otherwise, Scale Blessing and Elusive Spellfist are probably the only two remaining decent cards. Updraft Elemental and Dunecaster being playable but not great. Okay, so I could take a Vial. I think I'll take Sheltered Aerie. for some reason I want to splash Stratus Dancer, I can consider it. Stratus Dancer might be worth a splash. It's a little bit awkward splashing it off of a sheltered area anyway, but I think it's the only card I care about in here, so I'll take it. We won't main deck it yet. Well, guess we get a couple of them. Yeah, it's fine. I'll take a couple of them. For some reason, I want to morph this into some sort of 3 or 4 color deck. I get the bombs to support it. I've got some good fixing in the side. All right, Colossadon Yearling, certainly a playable card. Not exactly the ideal deck for it since we're looking for high power stuff, but a 2/4 for 3 is still a good deal. What? Ochai summons third from last. All right, that's strange. I don't think blue is open either. I mean, we are getting late blue cards, but I definitely felt like green was more open than blue. Maybe they're equally open. I'm not sure. But I think maybe it's just good blue cards weren't opened for the most part out of those packs. Because I saw a lot of cards in blue, but they weren't like great. Okay, let me check price on execution. I don't think it's worth more than like 1. Yeah, it's only worth like a ticket. I think I'd probably rather just have like a Bowmaster or even an Aspirant. Nice 2-drop. Forerunners is not bad either. I'm a big Bowmaster fan though. Aspirant's a nice 2-drop. Maybe if I want to lower the curve, I should start with the 2-drop. But I just think Bowmasters is likely better since it morphs or it's a 4 mana 3/4 reach. Yeah, I think we're going Bowmasters here. Okay, now we have bit of a miss, unfortunately. Guess I can take Evolving Wilds. There's a Silk Wrap in here. Ruthless Deathfang, of course. There's a Sandstep Scavenger, I guess, but I think I'd rather just have Evolving Wilds. I mean, I'm going to play it regardless of how the deck ends up, and this could open me up for, you know, some sort of weird Dragon Splash. Well, there's another Evolving Wilds, but I think we're actually going to go with Aspirant here. Get a nice 2-drop. Otherwise, there's a Herd Chaser Dragon, but at this point, I'm just looking to lower the curve a little bit. There's another Evolving Wilds, too. And because I have the first one, I honestly might just play and splash Stratus Dancer. I don't think I have any issues with that. But let's take the Aspirant. Okay, so now there's Conifer Strider, which I'm fine taking. Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's, you know, good for Formidable. There's nothing else in here I really care about. So far, kind of a weakish pack for us, but that's okay. Okay, now we have Herd Chaser Dragon versus Treadupon. I'll take the Dragon over the Treadupon. Treadupon's a fine card, but you don't need it. You don't really need a Dragon either, but I actually like this. I like this cycle a little bit more than I have said I did before. Basically, I don't think this cycle is insane, but for the most part, I feel like you play them as 6 mana 3/3s, but in a pinch, they can be early blockers if you're getting swarmed. Currently only rocking 1 dragon, so Dragonloft Idol gets a little bit worse. And other than Stormwing Dragon, there's nothing in here we care about, so alright. Getting a little bit dragon heavier. Maybe we table the Idol. Not very likely. Alright, pretty late Bowmaster's just going to get the go-ahead here. And I guess I usually like to keep Bowmaster in the 4-drop slot because it's more likely played as a 4-mana dude. I can put everything in their hard cast slot, but I don't think that's as accurate. Like almost every time you're going to morph it. Same with like Stratus Dancer. But Bowmaster I think is actually cast for 4 mana more often. And there's nothing else in here we care about, so okay. Some late white cards. I'm not really impressed with Volcanic Rush is fine, but I don't really want it in this deck. I think I'm just going to hate a Dragon Hunter, just slightly more annoying than Jamoka Warrior. So, yeah, this pack's been a little bit disappointing for us, but it's not like we didn't get straight unplayables from it, but just was not as awesome for us as pack 1 was. More white cards. Can take Explosive Vegetation, but I really doubt that's going to make the deck with double Sheltered Area and Evolving Wilds already. I think I'm just going to take Lightwalker. Maybe Artful Maneuver's more annoying, actually. Alright, Table to Scavenger. I guess we'll take it. You can play it. Double Scavenger. I mean, I doubt we play 2, but nothing else here I care about, so we'll do it. I mean, we're going to have enough for a deck if pack 3 goes as well as pack 1 does. And like I said, I'm still planning on splashing Stratus Dancer. I think it's actually worth it. You get a nice flyer out of it, and being able to, you know, counter an instant or sorcery can be pretty nice. I guess we'll take Volcanic Rush. Just don't think it's making the deck. At least the main deck. Alright, Vandalize, Cut Red. Whatever. Alright, so bit of a disappointment in pack 2, but hopefully pack 3 makes this deck come out a little bit better. We're going to need a little more early game. We're kind of good in terms of mid to late game finishers and such. Well, so plant form's pretty strong, but I don't think we're first picking that. I think we're probably just taking Hunt the Weak, which is a pretty good removal spell. Nothing else in here we care about too much. Cash defenses maybe, but I don't feel like going deeper on the blue splash really for a supplant form. Supplant form is good though, but I'd rather just have a more consistent Hunt the Weak. Definitely clunky in the 4-drop slot, but we don't necessarily need to run like Conifer Strider. Sprinting Warbrute can also be like a 5-drop. You know, you don't have to dash it. So, yeah, I think of all of our 4-drops, the Conifer Strider currently is, even though it's got the high power, which is good for Formidable, we only have a couple Formidable guys anyway. Okay, so now we have not a very exciting pack, unfortunately. Best card is probably maybe the Dragon, maybe the Lotus Patchin. Sage is pretty good. I think we're going to have to take an Inoc Guide, kind of unexcitingly, but we're looking for more early game because we're so heavy already in the late game. I'm just looking for stuff to do early. Alright, well, at least we get a good pick here. So we're going to slam the Bathe in Dragonfire pretty happily. Okay, we can take a Ruthless Instincts, or we can take a second Hunt the Weak. Do we have good creatures for Hunt the Weak? Maybe I should have checked. I mean, we do. Yeah, we do. Ruthless Instincts is pretty good too, with high power guys for that trample. I think Hunt likely is better, but yeah, it's awesome with Clausedon Yearling, I guess. Pretty good with Beastbreaker and Guide. Even having a 2/2 body, being able to fight with a 3/3 is not too shabby. a bit clunky to cast Hunt the Week, and like I said, we're already a little bit heavy in the 4-drop department. Maybe Ruthless Instincts is a little bit easier, but I'm going to take Hunt. I think it's just a more versatile spell. Ooh. Well, we'll slam a second Bathe in Dragonfire pretty happily here. So at least we're picking up some good removal out of this pack. Panning out a little bit better for us. Double Hunt the Week, double Bathe in Dragonfire is a nice deck upgrade. We have a good creature count. To be honest, I probably play Conifer Strider over Scavenger. At least one of them. So removal now is Roast, double Bathe, double Hunt. Huh. It's not worth anything, I'm sure, even though it's mythic. One of those 9-cent mythics. It's pretty cheap. I guess we'll take Feral Cruise Shock. It's pretty playable. Alright, wow. That's a late sure shot. There's Thornwood Falls. There's Temur Battle Rage. How many 4-power guys do we have? We've got Efreet, Rider, Warbrute, Strider, Cruise Shock, Scavenger does it. So that's already like 5 guys. 6 with the Pummeler. Might be a Battle Rage. I was thinking about just taking Thornwood Falls, but I think I'm actually going to take this Battle Rage. There's a chance we play it. That's a late Surveyor. I could splash for Cunning Strike, actually. I don't know if I need Dubs Battle Rage. I think 1 is fine. I'm already splashing for Stratus Dancer. I'm not opposed to splashing for Cunning Strike. It's really not a bad card. Surveyor's pretty insane, but I'll take it. There's a chance I make that card work. Alright, tabling cash defenses. Possibly do this too, although I only have 3 2-drops. Not that it's unplayable outside of that, but geez. I don't need Shrieker. I don't really need Windscarred Crag. I guess we hate a Djinn. Just slightly. I mean, it's just a better card in a vacuum than Jeskai Sage, but Jeskai Sage is going to be better for like a blue-black exploit deck. I don't think I'm playing Temur Runemark. Don't really care about any of these cards. Rite of Undoing, possible splash card. Possible. Right into being. Alright. So, like, blue did come around again this time. I mean, we ended up with a pretty good deck. Pack 2 hurt us quite a bit, but Pack 3 we got a lot of removal. So, we're in a pretty good spot now. Do have to come up with some cuts. We have quite a few morphs, which is nice, though. I don't think we're really a beatdown deck. We're much more of a win in the late game sort of deck, I think. Just because our curve is a little bit higher. But, yeah, overall I think this deck's fine. Just need to figure out some cuts. Let's separate out creatures and spells. So I kind of like all of our spells. I probably don't run cash defenses. I don't have a problem with it per se, but I don't think I need it. If you put everything in morph, our curve's not as crazy looking, but I think most of the time, like I said, we're probably going to be casting Bowmasters at 4 mana. Which means our curve is still slightly high. But not enough to warrant 18 lands, I don't think. Maybe I don't need to splash for Cunning Strike. I actually like Cunning Strike. I mean, it seems like we could make it work, but we're pretty good on the removal front anyway, so I don't think we need it. Roast, double Bathe, double Hunt the Weak, Sarkhan's Rage. All right. And then I probably want to make one more cut. What's my Teamer Battle Rage count? I need to make sure it's pretty reasonable. So we've got the Dragons, which not likely to have 4 power. I don't think I'm likely to get to 7 in Megamorph. I can't do the Bowmasters. Efreet's a good one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures. That's probably adequate. Plus, I guess there's still like Press the Advantage that I could do technically too. I think I actually want to cut one of my dragons. I really need this Closedon Yearling for double Hunt the Weak. Bowmasters are going to be great with Hunt the Weak though, so I do have that going for me. The only reason I'm keeping this, am I just keeping the Scavenger because of Battle Rage and double Hunt the Weak? Yeah, probably. Would I rather just run dragons instead of Scavenger? Perhaps. They do evade. You know, they're likely better than Scavenger. Okay. I'm comfortable with this deck. I think it's certainly playable. We've got a good threat count. I think the issues with it are, like I said, it's a bit clunky, but not out of control. Yeah, it's not like out of control clunky. It's just a little bit. And our removal does look good, so alright. Yeah, I think we run it like this. And we got to play the Evolving Wilds, and we only need 1 island for Stratus Dancer, so I think, and we've got the Inoc Guide too if we really need to find that island. Other than that, it looks like we're pretty dead split. I guess we have more green color intensity, so we'll probably want to do more green. Don't need the island. This would be 9 green, 8 red, 2 blue. Seems adequate to me. Yeah, this deck's fine. Like I said, fine, not amazing. Hopefully, we stay busy with our mana. And I mean, if I wanted to run 18 lands, what would be the card that gets booted? There's really no reason to run 18 lands, I don't think. 17 lands plus Inoc Guide should be enough. And 4 is like the magic number, really. 4 is like most of our important spells. We only have a few that go past 4. Not too terribly many. So I think, yeah, this deck's okay. So we'll run it like this. And yeah, we'll see you round 1.